Right, just forget about the league. The league is irrelevant. We're just focusing on the cups. The cups are all we're interested in, and if we do well in the cups, then what we do in the league won't even matter. Hello everyone and welcome back to more Norwich City bouncing back, and it's the day of the League Cup final. We have made it to another final, and this one is against Brighton and Hove Albion, a team we've never had any problems with against whatsoever, apart from all the times we have. So that's going to be interesting. And then we've also got the FA Cup 5th round to look forward to against Tottenham Hotspur. As I said, forget about the league. It does not matter at all. And here's yet another cup to think about as well. We're fighting on 3 fronts. I mean, technically 4, but the league is... We could still technically win the league. If we win all of our games and all the teams above us lose all their games, we can actually still win the league, but that isn't going to happen, is it? Another cup to look forward to, of course, Euro Cup 2. We're into the second knockout round. We go straight there because we won the group. Who are we going to be facing? Unexpectedly helpful timing for us. Now, no one appears to be seeded for this, so it is literally we could play anyone. I mean, we want to try and avoid RB Salzburg. We want to avoid PSV. We want to avoid Eintracht Frankfurt as well. Someone not them would be quite good. Let's see who we get. We don't get Schalke. We are going to be getting FCSB, who from Romania. Okay, I don't even know who they are, which is good in some ways, but also slightly ominous. They are the most recent champions of the Romanian First Division. I mean, I'm not... The only Romanian teams I've heard of are Cluj and Dinamo Bucharest and Viitorul as well. So it's not them. I don't know them at all, but I'm looking forward to playing them. Rest of the ties there, but Eintracht Frankfurt against Fiorentina, that is potentially helpful for us. 2 decent teams. PSV Copenhagen as well. That's potentially helpful for us. So yeah, so maybe some of the stronger teams could get knocked out, but we've got a pretty kind draw there, I think. And that is coming up not even remotely far away. That will be what we do next time. Not necessarily both legs, because you'd kind of hope we'd win. Maybe the second leg with West Ham. I don't know. We'll think about it towards the end. Let's get today's action done first, though. But before we do that, of course, I said we don't want to think about the league, but we're going to have to at least acknowledge what happened since last time. And overall, it was okay. We didn't lose at all in February. Some good performances there, some good results. One less good. We did draw 1-1 with Chelsea. We came from behind. Buendia in the 88th minute getting us a vital point. That was a great performance. Overall, we definitely deserved something from the game. To get it late on was good. Less good, though, was the draw against Watford at home, 0-0. We dominated again. We were going for it. We were attacking. We were doing everything we can, and we just didn't find the breakthrough. And yeah, it happens, but it's happened far too much to us this season. And that was 6 games without a win in the league, but eventually we did manage to actually, start converting chances. We beat Reading 4-1. This was a relief. We did what we did in the previous game against Reading. We took the lead. We then let them equalise, but then immediately we took the lead again. Dele Alli restoring that one, and then 2 goals in the second half for Murray McCanny and Lewis Cook sealed all 3 points, and then we did back that up by beating Leicester 1-0. This was a potential banana skin, but we got the goal early on. We held out as well, went defensive, used the new defensive system, and they nearly scored in the final minute of the game, because that's just what seems to happen, but luckily it missed. So yeah, it's another 3 points, 2 wins in a row. We're looking good, and we need it. The league table is not looking pretty. We're in 9th place. There's only 10 games to go, 45 points. It's not looking great. We are only 5 points off 5th, but I don't know. We played a game more than all the teams above us. I don't think we're going to do it, but hopefully we can win the League Cup today, and then win the Euro Cup too, and then we will get into the Europa League at least. Right then, here we go. Of course, our second final in the save, and unlike the Europa League final, this is actually a competition Norwich have won before, albeit not since 1985. So can we add another one to the cabinet? We are in the midst of a little bit of an injury crisis, certainly in terms of the left wing position. Reece Nelson is not going to be fit for this one. Todd Cantwell is out. Dele Alli is out as well. So a bit of a selection dilemma, it's fair to say, but we will see what we can do. Right, so given those injuries, obviously not the ideal lineup for us, but we're going to have to make it work. Dean Henderson is going to be in goal for this one. Lewis, Ampadu, Mepham and Aarons is the defence. There are question marks over Aarons and Lewis, but I mean, they are our best fullbacks, so they're going to be playing today. Lewis Cook is in midfield. Calvin Phillips is going to get the nod, or is he? I mean, him and Chowdhury, they're kind of sort of similar level. We're going to go with Phillips for this one. Ryan Davis, though, is going to come in the attacking midfield role in the absence of most of other options. James Maddison is therefore going to have to move out into the left-hand side to replace the guys that would normally be there. Marcus Edwards is on the right-hand side. And then Murray McCunny gets the nod up front because he has quite simply been our best striker of late. Solanke, not particularly great. I am going to put Adam Eder on the bench because it's a big game and he likes those big moments. Big game for some of the youngsters, but well, they've got Brighton, a pretty decent team. They're doing very well this season. They're above us in the table. We beat them earlier on. We've got a reasonable record against them, not the craziest. They do beat us on occasion. Of course, they've had such a weird save. They got into the Europa League. They then got relegated the following season. They're in the Europa League again this season, but this time seems to be more stable. Now, they've got two regens in their side as well. Nigel Turner-Marsden and Michael Hansen are both really good. Michael Hansen's the top goal scorer in the Premier League so far this season, which is, so yeah, that's great. Neither of them I never picked up either of them in my own scouting of regens. They've both gone to Brighton. I think one of them comes from their academy. The other one, I believe, was signed from somewhere else, maybe Ipswich. But yeah, let's try and motivate them as much as possible. The fans have been fantastic. Win the trophy for them. No one cares. Well, Eder and Tarkowski care. They're on the bench though, so it's not great. That's not worked particularly well. No one's massively bothered, but well, here we go. Here we are at Wembley. It's a packed house. I mean, this is huge. This is a vital moment for both of our sides here. Brighton, obviously, they'd love to win this. They'd love to win a trophy, as would we. And we've got a corner early on. James Maddison puts in an opening goal. Be brilliant. Mepham, it's close, but it's well blocked by Ben White. But we've then gone and scored from the follow-up. Maddison again. No one closed him down. And this time, Chris Mepham not picked up. And we've got an early lead here at Wembley. Barely had a chance to catch me breath. The first one comes in. I mean, yeah, White does well to put him off, but it doesn't go out of play. Maddison reacts quickly. White does go to close him down, but leaves Mepham unmarked, and Chris Mepham gives us the lead. Corner though for Brighton to immediately respond comes in. Ben White. It was close. Another corner. That's all the highlights we've seen so far. Corners. That one's been cleared well though, and now Marcus Edwards. Brighton look very committed. He is racing away. He's gone around the entire defence. He could make it 2 here. He does make it 2. Absolutely outstanding counter-attacking goal, which so often happens against us. But this time, we do it to them. The ball breaks fantastically, and Edwards is on his bike. Brighton are so far forwards. They've got one defender back. They're racing, but they cannot catch him. His electric acceleration and pace, it is his main attribute. His finishing isn't amazing, but on that occasion, no doubt about it, 2-0. Oh, a very sparse but a very enjoyable first half. We're doing very well indeed. Let's keep it up. Obviously, we do like throwing games away in the second half. We've got the defensive tactic if we need to. It's another corner. All 4 highlights have come from corners. Ben White goes close again. It's cleared as far as Justin Cliver, who of course they now have. Another ball in from Turner Marsden. Ampadu heads it away. Right, 70 minutes gone. We're still holding out here. Maddison's getting a bit tired, but we need him on because this is a set-piece final. Everything has just been about the set-pieces. We're going to keep it the same for now. Here's another set-piece. It's not a corner, though, and we've given it away. Jamal Lewis, him and Aarons are so bad at throws. I need to just take him off. We don't have anyone better, but Hansen racing through. Clivert's got a bit of space. Brilliant save from Dean Henderson to tip it round. I think it might be the time to start thinking about going to the other system, maybe making some changes. Another corner in, that one goes over. We might want to switch up to the defensive tactic to see this one out. McCunny is not having a particularly great Wembley experience, neither is Ryan Davis particularly. We'll bring on Adam Eder into injury time. There's 3 minutes, there's a highlight. If we go 3-0 up here, that would be great. Lewis flicks it to Calvin Phillips, out to Max Aarons, lots of space. Edwards, potential match winner, but shouldn't say that. Goes inside, Adam there. Can't get there. There's a good tackle. Right, we've got a corner. There's 3 minutes left, and we're 2-0 up. I think. Just pause this a second. We're going to this tactic. We're going to the defensive one. Maddison to play it in. If it could be 3-0, that'd be great. Mepham, it's cleared. Lewis Cook picks up the loose ball. No counter at the moment. Davis, beautiful ball to Maddison. on the right hand side. Can he find a cross in? It's another corner. Don't want to make any more changes because this will go to extra time if they do equalise. Maddison, just to seal it, to make it 3, to make it comfortable. We don't even see it, but I think that's it really. The time is gone and we've won the League Cup. That felt not anticlimactic, but just sort of unusually safe and competent. Some good performances at the back. Dean Henderson did very well, but we were very clinical when we needed to be. The Edwards goal in particular was fantastic, and there we go. We've won the League Cup. How about that? Fantastic. Third trophy of the save. We won the championship, of course. Second cup of the save, and for what's been an extremely frustrating season, given that we have played really well, certainly since we switched back to the original tactic, but just kind of have been, on the one hand, unlucky, and also just everyone else has been really good too. That's a nice bonus, and it does, of course, mean we have qualified for the Euro Cup 2, which is not what the board want. They want the Europa League, but at least that's something. We can say, look, you know what, we might not go in the Europa League, but we are in Europe still, and also I won a trophy. And there's not many Norwich managers, in fact, I don't think there's any Norwich managers that can say that they've won more trophies than us. I'm not sure about that, but 3 pieces of silverware, we've got to be up there. See if anyone's going to be negative about us on the social media. No, everyone is just absolutely thrilled. The Marcus Edwards goal was really quite special, wasn't it? Really quite special indeed. And there we go. And well, this makes it all the more sweeter. Craig Fleming, who has been constantly slagging me off. He's basically the only Norwich legend that is active in the game. So anytime they want a Norwich legend to say anything, it's always him. He's been slagging me off, but now he has hailed me as a true Norwich legend. That's fantastic. Do we actually move? Well, I'm assuming we're not a legend, but do we move up? We're still favoured personnel. Us and Grant Holt in there. Buendia is the only one in icons. I mean, really? Like, seriously, really? Like, come on. We've got legends in here, by the way. We've got what is it, Dave Stringer, who finished 3rd in the Premier League. A great achievement. But I think we've kind of outmatched him. Anyway, the board, we've moved up to a C+. We're still stable. They're not too impressed, but I reckon that is probably enough so that if we don't actually end up qualifying for the Europa League through any other format, be it the League or Euro Cup 2, we can probably placate them to at least give us another season. Well, hopefully that win can spur us on for the rest of the season. We're playing Spurs now in the FA Cup. Probably should rotate a little bit, but the Cups are where it's at, and this is a difficult team, of course, so we're going to go with the same team, but with one change. Finley Robertson comes in for Ryan Davis because he is suspended. There's not really anyone else who we could bring in who's really a better option and more natural in the role. He's a good player. He's just one of these guys that sort of I just have as like the spare option in midfield, and he therefore never gets to play, which is unfortunate for him and his career, but you know, he's been paid money, so I guess that's all right. I think in some ways I wouldn't mind getting knocked out of the FA Cup here in some ways, but I want to keep the momentum going. We're on a little run here. We've actually won 3 games in a row, and I think as also the FA Cup would mean we would go into the Europa League if we won that, so I don't think that's as likely as what we've just done in the League Cup, but we'll give it a go. Right, corner from the left-hand side, James Maddison. It worked in the Cup final. It's not worked there. It's been cleared, but Lewis Cook is able to stop any sort of counter-attack. We might get an attack ourselves. Marcus Edwards has it, flicks it out to James Maddison again, doing surprisingly well on the left-hand side, although he has been pretty comprehensively stopped there by Dodo. You could say he's been made extinct by Dodo. Half-time, not much action, less exciting than the League Cup final, and that wasn't even particularly thrilling, but at least, you know, we scored 2 goals relatively early on, so that was good. I'm happy with the performance, I suppose. We'll go with that. I mean, Marcus Edwards is playing really well. I'm mindful of taking him off due to his tendency to get injured at the most inappropriate times. Right, 65 minutes gone. I think while he's playing well, I feel that's probably what we need to do. I'm going to bring on Solanke on the left, just because there's no one else really. I'm going to bring Buendia on as well, just because I want to protect them both. Well, at least I don't have to worry about the episode being too long, really, because nothing is happening in this game at all. Nothing at all. We've gone positive with the final few minutes of normal time. I think it's the FA Cup. It goes to extra time, doesn't it? Maybe we can score though. Max Aarons with the throw. Straight to them. Dwight McNeil bunts it down the field. Meppen though clears it up. Adam is off the bench. He gets it. Can he do something again this season? He's like an old man running at the moment. He's just seems completely out of sorts. Aarons across. Buendia. It's in the box. It's carnage. It's in. It's Dominic Solanke with his 9th of the season, justifying the fee with a vital late goal. Nothing happened for the entire game pretty much, and then we get a little bit of luck here. Carnage in the penalty area. Solanke though rising highest to give us the lead, and I'm going to pause straight away. They're going for it. Let's just shut this down. Right, there we go. We went a full minute and a half over the allotted injury time. I don't approve of that, but I do approve of the result. Not particularly interesting, but we get it done in 90 minutes. 1-0 win against Spurs. Well done, boys. We are through to the FA Cup quarter-final. And the most important thing, we keep that momentum going. And we got the quarter-final draw for the FA Cup as well. So many draws today. Plenty of big teams left in there. That is for sure. Liverpool, Man City, Man United, Brighton, and Aston Villa, of course, both having fantastic seasons. Newcastle, they're in the Championship, and Watford are in the relegation zone. So either of them would probably be preferable. Right, Newcastle out first. They get Brighton. We are against Manchester City. But, well, apart from a few episodes ago, we have got a good record against City at home. And we have got a good record against them in the Cups as well. So, yeah, Liverpool obviously get Watford because it's just rigged, isn't it? It's just rigged. But there we go. That is going to be that for today. Of course, as good as it is to get through to that, that has mucked up the old schedule a little bit. We were going to do probably the second leg against FCSB and then the West Ham game. Probably going to be another cup double then. We're going to, definitely going to be the second leg of FCSB. Maybe Brentford, potentially more likely the Man City game. But one thing is for sure, that is going to be that for today. Make sure you leave a like on the video. Make sure you subscribe as well if you are not subscribed already. It is a pretty hectic end to the season, which could maybe end with a treble and also not qualify for Europe through the league. It's been a weird year, but that is going to be that. Thank you very much for watching. Whatever happens, we will be in Europe next season. It's not the kind of Europe the board want yet, but it's better than nothing. I'll see you next time.